school students and leaders. If we have not met before and you're watching this, you don't know who I am. My name is Toby, and I get to serve as a small group leader in high school, as well as the guy who leads worship a lot of the time for our ministry. And I have the privilege also of getting to share encouragement with you guys. Today is a really interesting day for me, and this might not sound super encouraging, but 3 years ago today, one of my good friends from high school got into a car accident and died. And that doesn't necessarily sound like encouragement, but he was an incredible friend, an amazing guy, and loved Jesus so much. And one of the things that he really held on to and was kind of just displayed so much throughout his life, as it should be for all of us who call ourselves Christians, but was just the fact that we love because God first loved us. 1 John 4:19 says we love because he first loved us. I'm going to read a section of this and then just encourage you guys through this. But here's what it says. 1 John 4 starting in verse 15 says, "Whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God, God abides in him and he in God. So we have come to know and to believe that love that God has for us, God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. By this is love perfected with us, so that we may have confidence for the day of judgment, because as he is, so also are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. We love because God first loved us," or we love because he first loved us. This whole section is so incredible and important, just looking at the fact that God himself is love, that so many of his characteristics are displayed through that, but that he in and of himself is love. And what's really precious to me right here in this section is talking about with perfect love there is no fear. Romans 8 says that we have not been given a spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but we have been given a spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we call out to God as our Father. That because we have love in God, that we have no need to fear. So whether that is the result of our sin, what that's going to do, probably mostly COVID-19 right now. I know that's always on my mind, as I'm sure it is for you. That because we are in God, because he has loved us so much, that in that love that we do not have to fear, because he's taking care of us. He's working for our good in all things. Romans 8:28 also says that the Lord is working for the good of those who love him. So I want you guys to be encouraged that because we have received love from God, that there's no need to fear. I know that doesn't mean that it's just going to go away, but let's rest in the fact that he loved us so much, and let's let that govern where our hearts and our thoughts go, so that when we do become afraid, that we can also look back and say, but I'm standing firm in his love because it's good enough for me throughout all of this. Love you guys. Hope to see you in person soon.